Well, today is June 30th, and this is the Healing Circle. So I want to welcome everyone here. My name is Mark Ehrlich, for all those that don't know me, and I am a healer by the grace of God. So other than that, let's see, what I do is I work with people, and most often people tell me that something has changed in their life, and that's all that matters to me. The immediate healing a person might go through is fine and dandy if that should happen, which I totally accept. Let me take this darn thing out, turn it off, which I totally accept. And other people, they tell me either as soon as they walk out the door or 2 weeks or 2 months later, they don't know what the dilemma went to, or the drama or trauma went to in their life. And so this is what happens. In any case, we'll have plenty of time for questions. We'll have plenty of time for lots of things. Anything, please, anyone would like to ask about or find out about that I can try to help. Anything. Patty, any kind of questions at all about anything?
Winning lotto ticket numbers.
Once I can remember my social security number, I'll let you know.
I get it.
Do you get many hours of sleep? And if you wake up, are you here? Are you somewhere else? What's it like, Mark?
When what about sleep? I'm sorry, I didn't do the whole thing.
Do you sleep 8 hours a night, at least during COVID, or you get beauty sleep? That's obvious.
I'm
wondering, if you wake up at night, if you get more than 4 hours of sleep and you wake up, are you here on Earth, do you think, or are you working on other people all the time?
I love that question. I haven't been asked that in a long time. Usually I get between 3 to 5 hours. And then when I'm up, first I'll lay there for a little bit, maybe about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes 1 minute. Also, I think that in 1 minute time, we can say, take a nap for literally 1 minute, and it'll be like 8 hours or 6 hours or something like that, or 4 hours. And so that's just, the way it is. And what to answer, more fully answer your question is sometimes in the afternoon, what I'll do is hey, Patrice, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll lay down, not all the time, but when I do have an opportunity, or if it's, I don't know when, it's just when I just feel like it. And I'll sleep for maybe a minute, or I'll be in La La Land for about a minute, or maybe 15 minutes, I don't know. Mostly about a minute or 5 minutes or so. And then I come back, and I also just lay there, and I try to integrate my whole self back in, and then I feel more alert and awake. But what I was going to say earlier was, and a couple of y'all heard the story before, many years ago in the, hey Patrice, and many years ago in the order, in the Boston order house, I was living in the chapel area. Hey, Christina. Hi, welcome. Where does she connect here? Hey, Christina, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And so I would be living in the chapel area. I was in seclusion and silence for about between 7 and 9 months, somewhere in there. I never figured out how long. But all I had to do in my life was pray, meditate, and read. I had no other functions. And I wasn't going to classes. I wasn't doing anything. And so I couldn't wait until I went to sleep around maybe 2 in the morning to start my day again at 4 in the morning. And I would get up and I would meditate, pray, and read. That was all. That was my whole life. But the neat thing is, the less personal responsibility we have in our life, the less personal responsibility as far as the drudgery of it, then the body doesn't wear as quickly. And that's my secret. And so I try to, and I still worry about things, of course, but I try to catch myself as I do, because it's in the mind that we're a part of. And so if I can learn to be objective during those times and not take things so personal during those times, then, you know, it just works. I don't know, you know, then we find less and less, you know, wear and tear on the body and in the mind. And I know it also works with the mind to some degree, because the body is reflecting, even though I have a lot of faux pas in my life, you know, that's just the way it is. And I do get concerned with things. And, you know, I try to catch myself quite often. But with responsibilities, I know I have to do stuff, so I start doing things. And I still, to this day, have to push myself to do things. And that's just the way it is in my life. I hope that answers the question, Michelle, or comment. So, all right, good. And let's see. You know, I have on this, I have another computer behind me, and it's a full screen, and it's attached to my laptop. And so what I'm going to try to do is hit escape. There we go. I hit escape, and it made you small, Michelle. So, all right, we're rocking and rolling. And
17 pounds is what I'm asking for.
only if you make me taller, just by 1 3/4 inches. That's it, no more. And I'd be very happy. So, all right. Just like when I can remember my Social Security number, you got that other. All right. Please, go ahead. I'm sorry. Someone was going to say something. Were you, Lynn? All right. Yeah, Patty or Diana or anyone, please. Or Christina, anyone going to ask any questions about anything I can try to answer? Please. All right. Well, I say let's boogie. Let's see. Ruth, my dear friend, talk to me and tell me something I can work with. One thing here, please.
Yeah. Could you do some more work on my back?
Yes.
Great. It's lower back, and it's the last session was 2 weeks ago, and you worked on it then, and it was good for a day, and then it wasn't.
Okay.
So, yeah, but it was really nice being pain-free for an entire day.
That happens at times, and that's also indicative that a person needs to be worked with again, or the person needs to take over from there and do whatever kind of therapy it is, or self-therapy, or something to redevelop the musculature in there, in that area there. So yeah, I'd be glad to. All right. And you just relax as much as you can, and you may sense something happening, and that's fine, hon. Now for me, my perception is that as I go down your spine to the lower area, I'm perceiving like a pressure building. And that's just my perception of what's happening. And that's light going through and getting the muscles in a more concentrated way. It's sensing it lower and lower. Okay. Now, Ruth, were you able to sense anything yet? And be candid, you may perceive it later or now or whatever.
A little bit sense of pressure and tingling, but not massive. So
Okay, good. All right, that's fine. And it's not needed one way or another, you know, to sense something, as long as the person knows, the person doing this. That's all that really matters. And it's literally, by the grace of God, has nothing to do with us. And I always keep that in mind when working with people too. All right, good. Oh, Michelle, question for you. I don't know if you answered this. Did you get the information about the gifting, where it was?
Yeah, I did. Thank you. I will
Okay.
take care of that after. But yes, I did. Thank you, Lynn.
Oh, good, good, good. And and for the apprentice, if there's anything, type it out, and Lynn will translate it to me. I can't see where the chat. Oh, here it is. Okay, and type it out, and we'll address it. All right. Let's go to Diana. Please turn on your mic if there's anything there that you would like me to work with. Please, Diana.
Oh, thank you. On my right cheek, I've got like a mole. Well, I don't know if it's one mole or two moles. It may be, you know, it seems to be growing a little bit. And I didn't know what to do to treat it, you know, whether to use castor oil or what on it.
Yeah, now the castor oil is not going to affect the mold, to my understanding. It will affect like discoloration in the face, like aging spots. It will affect all kinds of discolorations. And castor oil is good for that if you, I understand, if you apply it twice a day in a thin coat. And within a week's time, the discoloration will disappear within about 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks.
Okay.
But with this, if you should decide to have, do you ever go to medical people?
Yes, I have. I had melanoma, so I have to go.
Okay.
I've actually been treated for that.
Okay. All righty. Now, if you should decide, now this is for this one, not the other times. If you should decide to go to a medical person, go to a Mohs surgeon, and they'll, if they deem it necessary, or a Mohs doctor. But a Mohs is a specific type, and they'll be able to address it and tell you. They're more knowledgeable. That makes sense so far?
Is that like a dermatologist or?
Yes, dermatologists, some are qualified for Mohs. M-O-H-S, I think.
M-O?
Yes.
M-O-S-H?
No, M-O-H-S.
MOHS. I've not heard of that term.
Yeah, and they're more qualified and educated, and they're really good at surgical procedure if they want to take it out. But in the meantime, or if you want to have it taken out, if it's not anything. So to give you a little hint, but at the same time, what we can do is work with you for that to just to knock it out or see what happens with it, okay?
Sure.
And you may sense something happening, Diana, on your face, a sensation. Now, my perception, I know nothing about medical stuff, honest to God, but it's just a perception that I had that this just was a little deeper root than what you've had in the past. So, but I also saw in my perception that the root of this, or a little tiny bit from the bottom up started to deteriorate. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All righty, hon.
Well, thank you.
Sure, my pleasure, my total pleasure. And if you want to have it, if you do choose to have it removed, go to a Mohs, and they're just, it'll be amazing, totally
Oh,
amazing
okay.
what they can do. And there's not very many Mohs people. So,
Thank you.
sure, my pleasure. Christina, please, my dear.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. Good to see you. How the family?
You too. Good. We're doing okay.
Excellent. Glad to hear
Yes.
it.
Yes.
And the doggy?
Oh, she's good. She just wants a lot of attention because we're all home.
So do I. But
Yeah. she mopes around a lot because I can't pay attention to her all day long.
and she's going to get spoiled with you all being home. So
Oh, that is for sure. She definitely is spoiled.
when everything starts opening up, then she's going to miss all the treats. Darn.
Yes. Well, we started trying to leave a little bit just to kind of get back to a little bit of normalcy so that she gets used to not all of us being in the house all the time.
Yes.
So, she's good.
Anything in particular, my dear? Talk to me.
The usual, my neck. And today I've had a little bit of a headache. It's more of pressure. I think it's just the weather's been changing a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can help release some of this stuff here.
Yeah, there's other
It's almost-
stuff, but
You know what it's like? It's like a fixation where
Yes.
it knows its place in you, and and it's like a priority and precedence of being there. It needs to be there for something, and so let's just work with this darn thing and try to hopefully, I pray that we can release some of the memory of its memory.
that totally makes sense with what has gone on this week for me. Yes.
Now it's on, my perception is that it's on your right side that where there's a muscle that's really tight in there. It's like the muscle on the right side is bigger than the muscle on the left where it's irritated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Lynn is going to put up some information, if you don't mind, Lynn, please, when you get an opportunity there. If she's here. Did you just, I'm so curious, did you feel like today for a moment you pulled the muscle in there? Do you remember that at all?
Just now, actually.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry.
Yes. That's okay. Yeah, I was going like this and I felt like it was going to be a
Yeah.
pulled muscle.
It's like a little child that says, no, I don't want to go. And
But I'm onto it now.
all right, good, good, good. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
Christina, do you remember Patty?
Yeah.
From the old healing
Of
circle?
course.
She's
course.
here.
Yeah.
I do. Yes. I think she's on right now.
Yes, I am. I'm
Yeah.
on.
That's what I thought.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Patty.
Both of y'all, you might have intersected at going to classes at the same time, the healing circles, all kinds of things.
Oh,
Years
yes.
and years ago.
Yes, we keep in touch still, so
We do.
it's nice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. That's neat. All right. I do have a message. Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Christina. And my
Mhm.
blessings to everyone, please.
Yes.
And let's see. First, let's, unless Lynn is typing it out there.
No, I thought I'd just say it.
Oh, okay.
If you can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was loud. I'm getting an echo. Okay, so gums receding seems to be more than usual. Finally decided to go to the dentist, but sorry, I missed a word in there. Finally decided
Periodontist.
to go to the dentist, but all they usually do is watch it.
Yeah.
So
That's why it's important to go to a periodontist.
so
Because they
there's
work
more.
with gums.
there's more. So basically, she would like the gums reattached to cover the teeth roots.
And what's really good is deep flossing. And it hurts at first, but that the gums get over it. And they start to work around it. I've had a lot of, my teeth are my nemesis in life. And the major thing of my life. And I just had some more worked on, hopefully the last of it for years. It's being in the process of being worked with. But I know that periodontitis is only for a periodontist. Dentists are not as educated in that kind of thing, and they know what to do. But at the same time, if years and years ago, a periodontist many years ago told me to floss deep. And, you know, it may hurt, it may bleed, whatever, but that will help it to stimulate the tissue. And, you know, some doctors are great. You know, some are really just awesome. So you have to look for, you know, or get recommended to really good people. And in any case, I will gladly, and I've seen it where people have told me that the periodontitis in the gum tissue is gone, where it won't be inflamed anymore. So let's hope I can get to some place within that, and the divinity will take out, you know, the irritation and where it hurts or is not good. It's also, it's in the lower, mainly the lower teeth, but it's also in the upper teeth a little bit, right up in here, in my perceptions. And also in the back here, I worked with on the upper. So let's see how that works for you, apprentice. And so, yes,
She did mention that there is no inflammation.
there is, if it's periodontitis, it's just not noticeable at the time.
Can I ask a question about that?
Please.
When I was little, I actually had gingivitis because the dentist said it was due to stress. I was a stressed child. I don't know. But anyway, my gums started to recede, and they were saying that it was caused by stress, and they had me actually use a water pick. Again,
Yeah.
it was to stimulate the
that's great.
gums to make them whatever.
Stimulated.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I mean, okay, so my question was, can it be caused by stress?
Stress, what stress will do is help to bring it out of what's already there, waiting, or benign. If that makes sense. It's already part of the newer genetic since birth of what we've been exposed to, and we're prone for certain things. And so the stress will bring that out. Just like there's times, not with all cancers, but there's times that say everyone is born with cancer cells within them, thousands and thousands of them, but they're encompassed by an enzyme and kept in check in everyone. You know, what function they serve, I don't know. I have no idea, and how they are related spiritually, but or what function they have spiritually. But as we develop in maturity and age and experience and all these other things, oftentimes what happens is that we start worrying about things, or we have whatever, and it eats the enzyme away. We start hating, we start disliking things, and we're judgmental inside of ourselves. And those things cause stress in the body, which eat the enzyme and loosens the cancer cell. It has the potential for that. Does that make sense, Lynn?
Yeah, so that would be the same then for inflammations.
Yes. Well, inflammation is, it could be that, or it could be an irritation in life. Whatever we witnessed at some point in life is on someone else, or hearing about it or whatever, left an impression where we're going to perceive of it as well. Please, any questions about this stuff before we go on? Please. Hi, Karen.
Hi,
Thanks for being here.
sorry to be late.
That's okay. That's okay. There's a bunch of others that'll be coming along and watching replay or listen to coming in late, whatever. Yes, please, Michelle.
Sorry to butt in, but I'm related to a lot of people with teeth, and we've had a whole lot of things in our family. I would like to say that I had bleach trays made like 15 years ago, and they were custom made, so it probably cost $300. And I was using them day after day for 20 minutes or 10 minutes, I don't remember. And after a short while, I said to the dentist, my gums feel so good. And the girl working with him said, well, this teeth bleaching thing is really something designed to heal gums by whatever you said, the gum guy.
The periodontist, yeah.
Yeah, the perio guy. So it was really invented to heal your gums. And the truth is, you can go to the 99-cent store and get a package for $1 that has the gel in it with peroxide and this mouth guard. And it's not the same, but
Wow.
very close. For $2, it's worth a try because it gets in there and stays there for the 15 minutes or so that you wear it. So
Yes.
that's all I have to insert.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it though, because it'll begin, if you overdo it, it'll begin to deteriorate a lot of the nerve endings.
Oh,
And
it's very careful to tell you just however many minutes a day.
yeah, but if people were to overdo it though, what happens is the nerve endings begin to deteriorate through shock of the bleach. It's not a high dosage, but still everyone has their own sensitivity. And then also eventually it will deteriorate the enamel, but that's with regular bleach. And if you, I've heard of this stuff before, believe me. And so you don't want to do it 5 times a day or 10 times a day. You want to do it as recommended,
Sure.
for the 15 minutes, maybe once or twice.
I think it's once a day. But
Yeah,
you-
that keeps it all in check. Yeah.
but it really does, it cleans up the teeth so that the gum wants to attach. And if there's bad stuff going on, it's going to reach it in the 15 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. I can accept that. That's neat. That's neat.
You wouldn't, it wasn't comfortable enough to do more than once.
Cool.
Thanks. Sorry.
That's okay. That's fine. It's perfect. Well,
I-
Ruth, please.
I can add on that. I go to a holistic dentist in the Chicago area, and he has me irrigate using a little machine with water in it with hydrogen peroxide solution in it.
Yes.
So that's and that has reversed my gum problems.
Yeah, but again, that's irrigating with hydrogen peroxide in it
Right.
and water. But a lot of people, what they've done, in my understanding of people from stories that I've heard and stuff, is that they'll use the hydrogen peroxide and gargle with it. And if you do that too often, it's say goodbye,
Yeah, no, this
to your
is-
teeth.
This is diluted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So those are some things.
I usually use food grade peroxide, and I make my own toothpaste.
Oh, cool.
It's food grade peroxide with baking soda that's
Yes.
not from the store, but like
Yeah.
a powdered baking soda.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I wondered if anybody else used the food grade peroxide instead of the regular peroxide.
I didn't know that was food grade.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool. See all these neat things. and they're effective if we don't abuse it. And they're available to us for us, which is great. And now my gums are fine, but it's my teeth are my nemesis since childhood. Every week in grammar school, I was in a dentist chair every week, and being genetics and also being of genetics from my mother, thanks, and also introducing me to sugar, and also being whatchamacallit, oh God, playing trumpet when I was a little kid, and the vibration of that for years broke the enamel on my teeth. And so, any case. All right. Let's see. Michelle, my dear, talk to me. Turn on your mic. There you go.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Well, I keep.
Can you hear me now?
For my daughter, who I happen to live with, who is in charge of everything and seems to be miserable, she's
Sure.
complaining about her back and she's gained weight. And so she's miserable. And so that means the rest of us probably are. Anything you can do to that would be great.
For the rest of y'all, what I would highly recommend,
Wine.
I'm sorry?
Wine.
Wine. There you go. Is to, step back and not be a part of it,
I do that.
and just
I
listen,
spend a lot of time laying on my bed.
and just listen, and
This is
And lock
just
your
a
door.
very unusual situation, you know?
yeah,
The upside is we're all together. The
And-
downside is, you know,
yeah, and
So
with, I'm sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
simply anything that you can do to alleviate anything physical or mental would be great.
Now with the with her back, there has to be redevelopment of memory in her back. With
She used to
exercise.
be a dancer and now she sits down every day.
But that was then, and it only lasts so long in the body until it starts to break down a little bit, and we need reminders. And
Oh.
and it's a little tougher getting back into it for anything, for anyone, when you have been away from it for a while. It's like starting all over again. So, and that's fine if she can do that. That'd be great if you do a little bit and then progress. But it's her being able to want to do it, and finding reason and rhyme for it. But I can pray for her, and I'd be glad to. And if this helps her, my pleasure. My pleasure.
That's all I can ask. Thank you. I can feel good stuff.
Yeah. I'm getting two people. One is, does she have a daughter?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
she's 2, but she's her daughter. Yeah.
Got it. And her daughter's getting a little chunky.
No, but she's got a partner, and being indoors, this is like day 110 or something for us. We have been indoors. We walked for 2 weeks. They got a treadmill 2 weeks ago, and it hasn't been used yet. So there's something else. But the daughter isn't. She isn't. She's dancing.
Okay. But, all right.
It feels like I'm being resculpted. Like stress is going out of my neck and shoulders.
That's awesome.
I thought so too. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, my dear. I asked a blessing for you, and
To wise up. Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Patty, my dear.
Hey, Mark.
Hi.
What up? What up?
What up? What up?
I would like first of all, my jaw joint is a little better,
Okay.
and I feel from when you worked on it Sunday, I now am reminded throughout the day to drop the jaw. That hasn't existed in months. So
Okay, good.
you help me remember.
Yes.
But there's one spot that is so painful when I press in for the acupressure to release I could scream. So
Point to what that is.
it's right where the top of the mouth, of the teeth, and the bottom of the teeth, like the jaw joint, like the TMJ area. I guess that's what you call it.
Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do, just touch it. Barely touch it. And,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
right.
Got it.
All right. And it almost goes to your ear.
Oh, yes, yes.
And so what I want you to do is just put a tiny, tiny bit of pressure on and wait for a moment. There, it started to release a little bit. In my perception. And there.
It's on fire.
Yeah. Let's wait for a moment and tell me when that fire changes, hon.
Okay.
There. Started to change a little bit. Did you sense anything?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That means for now the back of it is broken, in my perception of that consciousness. Now,
Okay.
it's going to be really important for you to also keep doing what we talked about. You know, as far as watching inside that it's released.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just felt another one go right inside my ear, like, psh.
right,
The balloon broke.
you rock.
Thank you so much, Mark. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Now, Lynn was with the apprentice. Was there any more that she would like to have me work with her?
She did mention that you were right about all the specific locations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we worked with that. So, and what others said, choose what she's prone for or wants to work with, and what the others mentioned. Okay, good, excellent. Karen, my dear friend, talk to me. I haven't seen you in a long, long time.
That's true about most people.
So is there anything in particular, one thing you would like me to work with, please?
Well, I feel good.
Excellent.
So everything is working. I feel good. But since I am around the house so much now, I am eating all the time. I mean, just all the time.
Yeah, well, take advantage of it now, because we may not be able to eat a lot later. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, no.
I just get plenty of almond M&Ms and coffee and
Don't do coffee, but do tea.
Snickers or whatever,
Mhm.
But a lot of frozen pizza, whatever's necessary. Let me. Do you do any? I'm terrible, Christina. I'm terrible.
You
I
are,
didn't say
Mark.
that, God.
Hey, we all have our thing.
Yes. The junk food companies would love. I mean, they would love to know about me to promote them. Or whatever. In any case. And the vegan people would hate me, and vegetarians and everyone else. So, all right, now I'm going to ask a blessing on you, and so we'll just take him there. You may sense something happening inside your head or your body. Not to talk you into it, but you may. All right, now, the first thing that I want to share with you is, for you, you say you're blowing up with, because of the food and stuff. Well,
And I already started very big.
not that big, but for you, your body's not really that uncomfortable with the way you feel. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I do.
So maybe you've given your body a chance by being inside to get to its fullest, to get to its place, which is fine for you. It's not hurting you for the way that you are. Everyone is different and unique and has a different place. This is you. And there's no reason the body says to, oh my God, I gained some weight, so I got to lose. Your body's not saying that. The consciousness of the body. For someone else, it may be that way, but for you, it's not. Your body's comfortable the way it is, and your mind is. It's just all the identifications that we think we're out of kilter, or we weigh too much, or whatever. Everyone has a different place. And when it starts to get more, that's when, to be concerned. But I think your body's going to stabilize with the way that you are. And that's what it's going through now, is this stabilization. Does that make sense, hon?
It does.
Okay. You may or may not like that, according to standards or whatever, but my
I
perception.
like abracadabra.
One of my teachers was, it was in California at the time, and there was one woman that came into the order, and he looked at her in front of everyone and said, "You gained weight within a week." This skinny little chick was, or sister, excuse me, not to be sacrilegious, but this skinny little woman, within a week, she must have gained about 30 pounds. It was incredible, but she was so balanced in her body. It was incredible. I'd never seen anything like that since then, whatever. And I've never told people to gain weight necessarily, but just a dynamic that happened, another little miracle. Let's see here. Beatrice, please. Is there anything in particular you'd like me to work with?
I would say, I was gonna say my neck, but then I'm like, maybe I should do my spine, but maybe I should just have you pick it.
All right. Now, in your spine, is it almost is from the center down? It's right below the center. Is that correct or not? There's an area in there, near the small of the back.
Yeah, it's kind of twofold because sometimes it's from like the center up and sometimes it's from the center down.
Yes. All right. And my perception is that it's from the small of the back, which is in between both.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to work with that area. That area also sends signals to the going up the spine and sends signals going down the spine. And also there's like the muscles in there. They're for some reason weak in that little area there.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that means. All right, let's see what happens from that, Bea.
Okay.
All righty.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure, my honor, and I'm thankful for that. All right, is there anyone I didn't work with? Lynn?
Yeah, I don't think you worked with Christina yet.
I didn't? Go ahead.
No, you did. You did. You worked on my neck.
Oh, okay, that's right. Space.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I'm sure there's other things, but
Any question? Please, is there anyone that I haven't worked with? I really don't remember during these times. Anyone, please. And if you say that I didn't work with you and I did, that's fine. I won't know. So, all right. Well, let's see. Well, okay. If there's anything, any questions I can try to answer before we say goodbye. Any questions at all or comments? Please, Lynn. Lynn, can you also do posting of with the events? Or
It's
anything?
not quite like Facebook here,
Oh,
but I will include it in the email that gets sent out with the replay.
Okay.
I will totally do that.
all right.
There's another note from the apprentice. Her feet. Foot pain. Thank you. Since she's off them so much.
She's what?
She's off her feet so much. She has a lot of foot pain.
She got to get on her feet.
Yeah.
So,
I hope I'm reading that right.
all right. Let me ask a blessing on her body. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for being here. And in a couple of weeks, we'll see you again. Tomorrow we have the gathering. So please get some questions for me. I appreciate that. And we'll have fun with that. Hey, hon, how are you? All right. Wonderful. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. And please do keep me updated. If you experience something that's changed in your body or your life or whatever from what we've done, let me know. Please let me know. I'd love it. And if anyone is interested, there's a, on the website, there's a little gifting thing. Also on the newsletter, the gifting thing is there too, isn't it? I think so.
That's correct. As a
Yay.
link, not as a button, but as a link, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, everyone. Blessings, and looking forward to looking for your questions for tomorrow. Bye.
God bless you, Mark.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.